And we welcome you back. Thanks so much for sticking around here with us on Newsmax Now.
Yes, now for our final report on Benghazi and Hillary Clinton's role during that terror attack. It may go public just in time for the 2016 presidential election. A spokesperson for Representative Trey Gowdy, who leads the Benghazi committee, John, says the report may be delayed due to uncontrollable factors. Those factors include a lack of response from the Obama administration.
Yeah, concerns about whether or not the Obama administration is still obscuring things a little bit. Meanwhile, Trey Gowdy is having kind of issues of his own right now, Miranda, after this picture popped up on Twitter. He and Colorado's Ken Buck posted this picture of themselves holding a AR-15. Some are concerned that Buck may have broken Washington, D.C.'s strict anti-gun laws, but the congressman tells The Hill and others that he had permission to have this rifle. There's also a lock on the trigger there, and they call it just a beautiful paperweight.
Big paperweight. Check out this wild ride through several western Pennsylvania towns. Are you ready? Okay, that is a man. Your eyes aren't fooling you. That is a man clinging to the hood of a car. The driver, 46-year-old Dwayne Harvard, faces aggravated assault charges. He says a man on the hood threatened him with a knife after they got into a fight on Sunday. He also says he was afraid he'd be shot if he stopped driving. So the man who was hanging on for dear life, well, he hasn't been charged.
I don't know what I would do if a man hopped on my hood. I don't know if I'd stop or not.
Hopefully you'll never have to experience that.
Let's hope. All right. Anyway, we had J.D. Hayward's interview, an exclusive one with Rick Perry. We brought that to you earlier. We got some comments now coming from our viewers, and this one coming from Maldivan. The illegal immigration issue is no different than spilled milk. You have to stop the spilling before you clean it up.
Downdreft says, I will not vote for anyone who does not step forward and seal those borders now.
And CV writes in, the strange thing about immigration in the debate is that everyone seems to think the problem lies in the laws. It doesn't. It lies in the enforcement of those same laws. And you got to agree there. I mean, the laws are on the books to enforce the border, yet the question remains, is there the political will in this country to round up the illegal immigrants, send them home, or create some way where they don't have to go? Well, that could cost a lot of money. There are reports about that, but also interesting to note, there has been a big shift in public opinion on what is most important when it comes to the American people on the immigration matter. Most folks now saying that border security is the most important issue.
Actually calling it national security. Newsmax.com reporting Trey Gowdy, GOP likely to release Benghazi report on Hillary just before the election on that story. Here is what some said, ready or not. It is the Democratic playbook: deny, delay, refuse to cooperate, lie, and when caught lying, well, you cry.
Well, the timing of that, the releasing it right before the election, interesting take. This issue has been so politicized as it is right now, and the real hope, I think, of a lot of folks was with the creation of the Special Select Committee on Benghazi that you could separate, maybe it was a fool's errand, try and separate the politics from this issue, because again, it's not about Hillary Clinton. It's about the 4 people who died during that attack, including U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens and those who were there trying to protect him. Those folks, that's what it really matters. And for people out there, they're still out there trying to protect these embassies, these diplomatic outposts, and God forbid it happens again.
But will it change the mind of those undecided voters? Because Republicans care a lot about the issue, not so sure Democrats do.
Yeah, well, we'll know if it matters when we get to the general election, which will come up. A kid writing into us, Obama has almost destroyed the great nation while the leadership in both parties have been spectators. Another knock on presidential authority there. Dorian saying, I love it. Finally, the GOP is going to give the Democrats an October surprise. And I think we're talking about the release of that report. We'll see what it says. And we got Midpoint coming up here. Ed Berliner will be with you in just a few moments. A one-on-one with Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz, who has an answer for those who believe his hardline stance on religion will keep many people from voting for him. And is the answer to cleaning out America's homegrown terrorists as simple as giving them a plane ticket? And also, you heard about this issue with Ben Affleck?
Yes.
And his ancestors. I was going to talk about that.
What he didn't want people to know and why he's saying, sorry, my bad.
I believe Ben Affleck got caught. A little bit of trouble. Has some explaining to do. Well, Ed will have all those stories, much more coming up in Midpoint, which starts 2 p.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, John Bachman, for Miranda Kahn, and everybody else working hard behind the scenes on this show, we want to thank you so much for sticking around with us here for 2 hours at Newsmax Now.